Hey, how's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to be talking about HASHIRAMA Senju, the featured Blazing Festival unit that we're going to be getting for the upcoming Blazing Festival banner this month, and I am looking forward to this unit. I've been holding off on it for a little bit. I am a little late on this. We've known about him since the update period, but I wanted to go ahead and just think about what I wanted to talk about for this unit himself, and I think I've got a pretty good idea of what I want to represent for the unit that I have in mind. So if you guys want to go check out the user on Twitter that went ahead and leaked this, Nordax also retweeted. I'll be putting a link in the description down below as always. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into talking about HASHIRAMA Senju. So like I usually do with these type of videos nowadays, I went ahead and presented a card. Now I do want to say that this one isn't as detailed as it usually is because it is a V-jump scan of the unit. We actually don't have the unit in any of the files yet to my knowledge, so that's why this looks like this. And for those of you who are not on Twitter or don't watch other Blazing YouTubers, don't know what a V-jump scan is, it's pretty much a picture taken of an actual like a paper printout of someone taking a picture of it. So it's not a digitally uploaded like photo, so I couldn't go ahead and get a high quality one here, but that's fine because we can use this anyway. But if that's what it looks a little weird for, then that's why, because it's actually just a picture taken of the actual paper itself of the unit. But this is what the art is. This is the actual official art that was leaked, so this is going to be HASHIRAMA's art more or less. So let's go ahead and get into talking about this unit. So first of all, I want him to be a skill type 3-6 chakra. I've said this in the past. I feel like I've said this at least in my 5 Kage videos for sure, that they like to alternate between 3-6 and 4-8 chakra. You have to nowadays. If you make anything 5 and 10 or up, people aren't gonna like it, and rightfully so. We're in the 3rd year of Blazing. You need 3-6 or 4-8. That's the bare minimum. I'm still waiting for a 2-4, but that's gonna be crazy. But alright, so the reason I made him a skill type is because you can see the list of abilities there, and I'll get into that more later. But I really took inspiration from the other Hashiramas in the game because they've done it in a lot of different ways. We had the Blazing Bash Hashirama, which was really good for stuff on PvP, which was obviously very different than PvE. We had the Samurai Hashirama, which was all about heals, which is one of the best healing units in the game. He wasn't a Blazing Festival unit though, and the other one was Blazing Bash, but one of the best Hashiramas in the game is by far the New Year's one that we got back in 2019, which was really good, and that was the Edo Hashirama. Now, I took elements from that one and used it as like a frame or an outline, but that one focused more on chakra, and rightfully so. He didn't have heals or anything, and it makes sense because he was an Edo Tensei reanimation, so he didn't really need to heal. He just kind of replenished by himself after taking damage. And although that doesn't mean anything for gameplay mechanics, I think that made sense in my opinion. But this is the Alive Hashirama. So this is the one that I'm guessing was at the end of the Madara versus Hashirama kind of fight at the Valley of End, because we did see the super impact, and that definitely does look like the Madara from the Valley of the End, and the final valley rather. So that's why I went ahead and made it more of an Alive Hashirama. So the one thing that we know about Hashirama, man, is that we were always hearing how he was touted for his chakra, his immense chakra, and his ability to weave and get healing without even weaving hand signs. He was able to just tank everything, heal up, have immense chakra, and be a boss all at the same time, having a long range as well, which is why I gave him a vast range here. But I don't think that matters too much. It'll just affect the stats, but I feel like they're gonna make this man's stats pretty high nonetheless anyway. So with that in mind, because it's a live Hashirama, I wanted to go ahead and focus, like I said, on the immense chakra and at the same time the heals. So with that said, the first ability is going to be where he gets chakra back when dealing attacks. I feel like that's going to be pretty good, especially if he does have a high range. But if not, then still I feel like that's going to be good. Chakra reset. He is a 3-6 chakra, don't get me wrong, but if they do make him a 4-8, a chakra reset wouldn't be that bad as well. Now, I was going to substitute this originally for a heart attack boost, because if he's a skill unit, we kind of do need a good unit that can do a lot of damage to heart. But I feel like that what they're going to do is make his jutsu specific to the super impact, which in that case, I don't think Madara is going to be a heart type. At the very least, I feel like they're going to make one of his jutsu a nullifying type advantage, so I don't think that ability is necessary. But this one, I feel like out of any of them, should be changed out. He doesn't necessarily need a chakra reset, especially if he's a 3-6 chakra with all the other abilities I've given him, but I didn't really know what else to put here because we don't know for sure what chakra he's gonna have, and I thought it would be good nonetheless because we don't know. For all we know, his first jutsu could be more broken as well, so getting a chakra reset could be very important. Now also getting chakra back when being attacked, that's important in my opinion as well. Chakra, man, the first 3 abilities, I put it all for chakra because this man, like I said, he's known for having immense chakra, so he needs to have chakra at all times in my opinion, and that's going to be very important against Madara in the super impact. Now, like I said, we need another skill unit with heals, man. The last time we had one was New Year's anniversary. Well, not anniversary, New Year's 2019 Dual Renegade Madara, and that man was insane, don't get me wrong. But that Madara is really good for heals and dodges, but he was never really like good at doing damage in my opinion, and that's not what he was meant for. This Hashirama, I feel like he's gonna do a lot of damage, but at the same time he needs heals, so give him a lot more heals, maybe another 750 like Madara. You can bring both of them, and that would just be very good, because that's really like the only great skill healer that we have, and not a lot of people have him, but a lot of people do as well. So I mean, it depends. But okay, when it comes to the other ability, I wanted to give him damage reduction. It's Hashirama, man. He's a tank. Give him some damage reduction, reduce that damage, man. Just like it's Hashirama. You need to give him that so he can be a tank. So I think that that's a really good thing, is to have just the reduced damage reduction. Probably give him like 40% or something crazy like that. And then for the final ability, I want to go ahead and give them an ultimate chakra reset. Again, if he is a 3-6 chakra, this could be pretty broken. If he's a 4-8, it'll be alright. But yeah, like I said, it really boils down to him being able to have chakra at all times, while at the same time being able to heal and do damage reduction. In my opinion, that's very important. So that's why I went ahead and did it like this, and that's what I think Hashirama should do. Now for Jutsu, I usually don't speculate on Blazing Festival, because Blazing Festival, they make it all based on a super impact, and that is kind of bad. But at the same time, it just makes it where I can't really predict it, because I don't know what they're going to do for the super impact. With Blazing Bash, it's easier for me to predict personally, because we know what the meta is. But every super impact, they add something that makes it even more challenging. So there's no way of knowing. There's really not. So with that said, I'm not going to speculate too hard on the Jutsu, but I feel like he's going to do a lot of damage. Or at the very least, he's going to do some type of status effect that's either very helpful, or it's just going to bypass something that's specific to the super impact that Madara has. There's no way in telling. They could even switch the typing for all I know. Like, there's no way in telling. There's so much they can do when it comes to Blazing Festival. What I personally want them to do is do something that doesn't give you heals. You don't need a jutsu for heals when you have the ability. Give a jutsu that does a lot of damage, but ignores damage reduction effects. I didn't put that as an ability, but yeah, ignores damage reduction effects on his first jutsu, maybe that'd be good. Make his ultimate ignore sub and be AoE, hit the whole map. It is Hashirama. It's probably gonna be the 1000 armed. Well, actually no, I think it might be the Golem, because we actually saw the Golem in the V-Jump scan, and I feel like his first jutsu is gonna be the Wooden Dragon jutsu, like right here. So what the Wooden Dragon might do is immobilize, and then the Golem might just do a lot of damage, honestly. So I think that's what it's gonna be. When it comes to field and buddy skill, I feel like for the field skill, he should probably give you damage reduction, or maybe a boost. Maybe give you a boost of an attack. There's really so many possibilities they could do with that. But when it comes to buddy skill, I feel like they should give you some heals. Give you like 300 to 400 heals. I feel like that would be very important for having him in the back row as well. Although you might want to leave this Hashirama out on the field with those heals, but give him some heals for that. And then when it comes for sync skills, I feel like they're going to do something with the mobilization resistance. Especially because I didn't put that as an ability, because they usually save that for sync skills when it comes to Blazing Festivals, and then they'll probably have it where it's also for chakra recovery sealing and jutsu sealing. So I think those are going to be the sync skills for the 3 of them, and yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Hashirama, there's so much they could do with him. I don't expect my prediction to be on point, because like I said, Blazing Festival is hard to pin down in my opinion. I usually never talk about them like this, because we don't always get a V-Jump scan for them, and at the same time, there's just so many possibilities, and they're so specific to the raid sometimes, even though that is a bad thing. It's hard to tell, you know. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today though. I just want to sit down and talk about Hashirama. Let me know what you guys think of the description or the comments down below. Do you want this guy to be a healer, chakra? I mean, it only makes sense, right? But maybe there's another way you guys wanted Hashirama to go about it. Maybe you want him to just be straight damage and shred heart type. It's up to you, you know, anything could happen, and I'm looking forward to see what this Hashirama is going to do. Will I summon for him? I don't know, but I am interested in seeing what he is going to be, so I can maybe get him on my team in the future. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.